Hello, it's me, Arisa Gaming. We're back for some more Oxygen Not Included. Hope you're doing well. Had some minor technical difficulties, but I believe we're okay. Hope we do well. Ayla Avo, Zarek, DJ Cookies. It's not music related. But yeah, let's go back to Oxygen Not Included. What is the sitch, Wade? Let's see. We just got the seahorses done. They are making Oberline. We are now getting caviar to everyone. That's good. I think we're starting to run out of critters to actually look at in this DLC. The remaining ones that I really want to look at are in the Abyss biome. So we've got the glow squids, we've got the pin pockets, we've got the guild goes for the gold amalgam. We don't really need the gold amalgam because we have a gold volcano. So I'm tempted to ignore that. I think what I should probably do, because these squids are aggressive at the moment because they've got the red spots, I should probably disarm the squids. And I don't really know how to do that. Let's just have a quick look at them on speed 1. So it's 8 per ranch. We need them between 40 and 100 degrees C. They eat the tublias. So tublias actually eat both polluted brine from the vent, and they also eat brine, which comes from the brine geysers as well. But we also have to fertilize them with sulfur. Each tublia grows, let's see, over 8 cycles. These guys eat 25% growth, so we need 2 tublias per glow squid. So it's 16 tublias. So it's going to be 320 kilograms per cycle of sulfur and 480 kilograms per cycle of brine. So this should be manageable with just one of the brine geysers. Now, is this a brine geyser? No. We did have one down here, I believe. Obviously, we have the polluted brine geyser. I kind of want to use that for other things. Because we have to feed the plants with the brine itself. Thermal overlay, don't fail me now. There's a volcano over here, maybe? Leaky oil fissure. I knew that. I knew that. This might be it. It's chlorine. Okay. Don't really want that. There was another brine vent. Obviously, we have these two. I thought there was one closer. Maybe it was actually further up. That would be funny if that was the case. Is it this one? Yes. Oh, okay. Right, well that's all brine in here as well. I don't see any particular reason why I shouldn't just come in here. Can we actually get up here with some ladders? That would be helpful, wouldn't it? I think I will just get you to build a ladder going this way. And then I'll probably dig these tiles here. And then we'll just let this go. I'll put some more ladders here. We'll figure out the logistics of that later. But that's more brine that we can feed into something, for sure. Yeah, I want to do tublias today. Maybe we don't immediately do the glow squids, because I realize I'm running a little bit late. But we could probably do the tublias at least. And we have lots of dupes now, and they're not too busy. So I'm pretty confident we could do errands like these. But man, it's been a weird day. I've been really itchy. I don't take antihistamines anymore with my hay fever because I've got that nasal spray, but the downside is, because I'm not taking antihistamines anymore, I think insect bites are more annoying to me than they were. That's kind of a weird thing to think about. I would also like to get a marine drill working. That would be quite fun. But I think to actually do that, we're going to have to start disarming the glow squids, because obviously they're very mobile in the polluted brine, and the eggs are going to be very challenging to get. So I'm thinking what we actually do is we get in here, we'll open this bit up, we'll come and grab the tublia in here, and we'll just start multiplying them. This looks like a pretty safe area for us to go ahead and do this with. I realize it's quite far underground, but that's probably okay. And then I'm just going to connect this over here. There is a glow squid in here, but that's alright. Not mosquito related. There's been a lot around recently, maybe. Same across the pond with the new heat. Maybe. I haven't seen any mosquitoes, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. Hello, Charlie Kelly. You've been on YouTube. You've been doing a folia run with abyss and kelp biomes mixed in, starting with the forest instead of a beach biome is very fun. So, people have pointed out to me the polluted brine vent, the source of all the good things in the world, is not exclusive to Marinia, but it is exclusive to the abyss biome. So if you shuffle the abyss biome in to your maps, you can find this. And because this is the prime candidate for geotuning, you get the most salt for your buck for the geotuning with the bleach stone hopper. You get plenty of steam power with the steam from this. It's the best geotuning target in the game, probably, for how much it's going to help your colony. I do want people to come in here as well, but I probably don't want them to do that at the moment, so I'll leave that inaccessible. I think what we will probably do is we will start setting it up in here, and what we'll do is we'll go nab a glow squid egg from somewhere. And then we'll probably just carefully time mixing in the other ones. Yeah, that was you. I thought that was you. Just checking. Your folio map is 6 geofishes and 4 polluted brine vents. 4 polluted brine vents across 4 planetoids. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Making lots of refined metal as well. We can start doing cooling. I don't think we're going to get very far insulating the base. Just because we're surrounded by loads of hot water that we're actively heating. So I think what we should do instead is potentially just make a cold bit. Or have the Mealwoods be in a colder area. Now this area is a bit too cold. This obsidian is about right. So I think what I'm going to do, this feels a bit silly. But I want to get the quest done. I want to get the quest done with all the swimming dupes around. And we need sushi for this, which means we need mealwood. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this out and probably insulate it off. And we're going to make this a farm. Now, the greenhouse can get up to 96 tiles. So we could have it go down here. We probably don't need to. But I think what I'm going to do is insulate it and then... Oh, wait, we haven't researched insulated tiles. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I know rubber is pretty good for this too, but again, we're saving the rubber for things. Yeah, let's research that. The glow squid lets me geotune the sulfur geysers like crazy. The glow squid lets me geotune the sulfur geysers like crazy. Oh, the abyss light. Yeah. Sorry, brain turning on. Right, so that's not super far down. They should be able to reach that pretty easily. I think I could probably get them to come in like this as well. Well, probably not, because it's all sand. I'll put a little ladder here. And then our priority 9, all of these tasks. We'll see how that goes. Because, yeah, we want to make sushi rolls. Which dupe needs the sushi rolls? I believe it's the one in the abyss. No, you want caviar. Oh, wait, this one wants caviar. We have caviar. How did I forget about this? Can I see the errand? We absolutely actually have caviar, so that's nice. It's all getting dumped in the mess hall. Okay, well, if we can do Mealwoods today, then we can potentially get the duplicants sorted today. That would be a good objective. What is going on with this water situation? Probably a case where I just put in more mesh tiles again, right? That's probably fine. Abe needs some PPE, I think. I forgot. I forgot. There you go. I've noticed that Firefox gives me notifications whenever anyone leaves me a YouTube comment now. That's quite amusing. Yeah, this is actually filling up. We're dumping seahorses in here now. This is good. I'm not exactly keeping track of how many seahorse eggs we have. I possibly should. Also, the... Oh, god damn it. Really? Okay. I'm just going to get you to immediately do those tiles. You're right, the sand was not to be trusted. You did literally warn me about this ages ago. I mean, we're planning on pumping all of this out anyways at some point, so this isn't the end of the world. I just wanted to get below the... I wanted to stay above the tidal turbine. That being said, I could actually just let this in as well if that becomes an issue. Why do you have a meal lice? Probably from the forest biome, right? Well, I'm not very happy with these dupes. You guys needed to actually wise up, I think. Probably shouldn't be making this out of granite. Ah yes, that was the task I wanted you to do first. Well, good luck with that. Do these notifications not actually disappear? So if people leave me comments on YouTube on the channel, the notification actually blocks my live chat feed for the stream. That's a good system, isn't it? Hmm. What's long commutes doing then? Farming supply, ranching supply, cook supply. Okay. What is going on? Holy lag. Excuse me? There's something weird going on. The computer really isn't liking this at the moment. Right. Shut this down. Get some help. Does that actually help? I don't know. Let's keep tiling this up as well. That was the plan. Oh, don't yell about this. Right. We're gonna have to do something with the new tapidizer at some point. Probably not immediately. Right, so this needs to be igneous. No. Doing this. Don't let the hydrogen in either. Do that. You guys should be able to do this task pretty quickly. What's going on with the beacons? No salt water. Oh, I removed the pipe. That's not a very good plan. I was going to say, I didn't think we ran out of salt water that quickly. We're still pumping it from over here. I should probably actually seal this off. And then let this out, I think. And that means I'll have to put another ladder here. That's okay. Because I don't want to pump all the water out of the way of the tidal turbine. That's not very cash money. I'll still keep printing more dupes. I don't want to dig this plant. That's not an errand I'm interested in at all. Okay, let's speed up again. We got a flue coral seed. Possibly. I prefer a dupe. Operating rancher. I don't really care about the creativity. That sounds fine. Stinky could join the colony. I'm gonna give you ranching as well. And then you get the PPE. And then you get ranching and operating. The tidal turbines slowly net water, right? Do they only work with salt water? No, the tidal turbines are water neutral. They intake water and then they let it out. They don't generate water. But you can submerge them in literally any liquid, I believe. I wasn't exactly paying attention, but I don't think it cares about the liquid. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about specific liquid. Interesting that it mentions fumaroles here. It's obviously not called a fumarole. I also wonder whether they're ever going to give us the actual eruption information for the tidal turbine, because it operates like a geyser, but the game doesn't say anything about it. You filled one with mucin and it got congested. It sounds like me. Fill me with mucin. Okay. Let's just let this continue. Polluted dirt still isn't really happening because no one's running these. Oh, we have polluted mud. We are actually out of polluted mud, so that means I need to go and dig more up. Which means it's probably gonna be all of this. Now, let's check the germ overlay. No, that's fine. Okay, so I want you to dig up all of this. And can I priority 9 that as well? Probably just that bit. There's a lot of mud here. That should last for a little while, but we need to make sure our Orehulls aren't actually going to starve. Because currently they're just mobbing every single kelp hole that ever appears. Which is not a lot. Okay, that's working again, that's good. I will let you... I've got a mixture of saltwater and brine in that pipe, but that's fine, because I'm desalinating it all anyways. That could go there. Triage cot, I don't believe matters. Realistically, I could put it in an arcade, couldn't I? That would be good for more morale. I could go on the same wire as this stuff. So what I could do for that is I could cut that off. I could hook that wire up here. And then put some more stuff in here. This probably shouldn't actually be a yellow alert. Or a priority 9. That could be a priority 5. And then same for this. And then we'll put in a... I'll need to research it, that's fine. I'm happy to research this. Arcade games? There you go. Have a go with that. And then what we can do is we can let chill in from this area. And we can get it down to the right temperature for the Mealwoods. Who's scolding? Abe. Oh my god, Abe. You should not be down here. Oh. Oh, you're okay. Well, I mean, you shouldn't be down here, but, like... it's not going to kill you. I would quite like to let this out, so please dig these tiles. Oh, don't dig that one. Food is doing really well. We need to keep cooking. That's fine. Digger's up here. We've got some germ-covered food. That's fine. You're a germ. Yeah, keep tiling us up and then we can keep adding more things. Hello, Christian Nielsen on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. Haven't we recruited the Mermaid yet? Well, I've told people to. There is access. Can the dupes get down here? Yes. I'm going to yellow alert this then. Because otherwise I don't think people are going to deliver the caviar. I need to put caviar on the list. Well, maybe I don't need to put caviar on the list, but I'm going to. We have 25 kilograms. Okay, you know what? That's fine. So long as we have a surplus of caviar, then I'm not too fussed. Abe definitely needs to get in here, though. I'm down with the Nessie Lum idea. The Nessie Lum idea. What's that? Oh, I hope Clay adds a swimming lum so it can harvest tublia. Interesting idea. So I think what we'll do with this one is we'll put an insulated door in. Because we have reed fiber and I'm not overly concerned about gas exchange. I'm not overly concerned about the long term. Or rather, so long as we're actually moving stuff in here, I think we'll be alright. Success! We have procured 10 kilograms of caviar to offer to our splashy neighbor. That's a fun image. Good. We have one new gasket to use. She has pooped a gasket and faded into the background. Okay. So now it's just you. 36,000 calories of sushi rolls. So we have Nori. We have fish fillets. We just need the Mealwoods. And then we're done with that quest. Is that literally it? I feel like this is pretty simple. But that's fine. Let's speed it up again. I think I will say that this run has been a success if we complete the main quest and we successfully exploit all the critters. So we do all the abyss stuff and we geotune the polluted brine vent. Because obviously, I think we could go on this save forever, but now that we're a bit more aware of the concepts and everything, I want to have another go at organizing things. This base is pretty disorganized. I want to see how effective sealing off the tidal turbines properly and then dumping all the water at the bottom of the map into separate tanks is. And then organizing the ranches from there. I think I would prefer to do that. I didn't know you could do the quests out of order. Yeah, it's pretty much a glorified George Story trait. Yeah, so if we go to the colony report... Oh, I'm going to go get a drink in a minute as well. Sorry. I know I haven't been very organized tonight. We'll stay up a bit later than usual to compensate. Oh, we got super sustainable. I wasn't looking at that at all, but of course we did. We haven't generated any power other than with tidal turbines. They're very strong. Yeah, we literally just have to do these 3 objectives and we've almost done them. So maybe we'll get a Steam achievement today. Abe, you actually need to just go up here. Oh. You can't? I'm starting to worry about Abe. I think Abe might not actually be able to get to the mask terminal. We could manually instruct them. Oh, yeah, this is the issue. You keep turning around. You just have to go up here. Maybe we'll do CPR on Abe. I think they'll be alright, though. We've had a dupe do this before. So what we need is we need 2 different tanks, really. Or, I guess we would technically need 4 different tanks, and then we need to let all the liquid down into different bits. Oh, right. Okay. Abe is suffocated, so let's actually see what the incapacitation looks like. This duplicate is near death. Oh, there we go. Stinky's got Abe. One after the other. There we go. CPR. They don't breathe into the mask. That's not going to do anything. There you go. Plus, near-death experience. What does that do? Extra stress and minus stamina for a cycle. Okay. Fair. Yeah, then you need to go heal. There we go. We did it. The gift. The gift. Or shellfish. Okay. That's fine. Let's keep speeding it up. Priority 9, all of this stuff too. Obviously not very cool in here at the moment. We will be able to cool it down once we mix in the gas from here. I feel like that's a very light debuff for someone on the brink of death. Well, I think they don't want the debuff to cause chain deaths. I agree that it should probably last a lot longer. If it's not severe, it should at least last a while. Because you shouldn't ever be getting in a situation where you're regularly suffocating dupes. I don't think there's really anything else I want to do at the moment. I just want to clear out this room, get it sealed, put some Mealwoods in here. Obviously, now, guys, what's the key fact about Mealwoods? Can you guys remember? That's right. No one said it. You can't fertilize them with farm stations. So no farm station needed. We could mechanize this. That's probably reasonable. I've also put this at the wrong level, haven't I? I think mechanizing it would be reasonable. We also have the resources, so why not? The good thing is, we also have plenty of dirt. We have 300 tons of dirt because we've been feeding all of our salt to Slogos. I'm gonna do it here, and then that could be the end. The room, right? So this didn't have to be 96 tiles at all, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Zarek got it, Zarek got it. Zarek got it after the fact. Yeah, also they need to be below 30C. So at the moment this won't do. We can at least move the seeds down here. But we will actually need to dig this open and let the hydrogen hang out. If we're letting the hydrogen hang out to help cool things down, I think I should actually put the door down here. And then that can just stay up there, and then that's a conductive gas, we can pretty easily chill. I could stick a thermo aquatuner in here and run it. Do I want to run a thermo aquatuner for Mealwoods? Probably not. This is probably a thermoregulator job. So I think what I will do is I will literally just stick it here. Ordinarily, oh, we need to research the thermoregulator. That's fine. Ordinarily, I would do a thermo aquatuner, but it's just we're not going to stick around this run forever, and I don't want to set up multiple cooling loops. If I was going to set up a cooling loop, it'd be for a freezer. Do you think they'll change it later? What, the fertilizing Mealwoods? No. Because the whole point is the plant isn't growing. The lice is growing on the stick. So fertilizing the plant doesn't make any sense. This is a lore-related thing, not a balance-related thing. I believe. Because if we go have a look at the wild mealwood... Well, I mean, that's not growing because of air pressure. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's go dig up all the mealwoods, because they're not growing anyways. I could find buried objects as well. I'm not sure how many buried mealwoods there are. We'll see. Pip's probably going to keep planting them. Thought it was just a mobile grain. No, it is literally, well... Meal lice. A flavorless grain that almost never wriggles on its own. I think the implication is that it's not a grain. Mealwood is a bramble-like plant that has a parasitic relationship with the nutrient-rich meal lice that inhabit it. Mealwood experience a rapid growth rate in the first stages, but once the meal lice become active, they consume all the new fruiting spurs on the plant before they can fully mature. Theoretically, the flowers of this plant are a beautiful color of fuchsia, however, no mealwood has ever reached the point of flowering without being overrun by the parasitic meal lice. Yeah. So the plant is already there. It's just... They are actually lice. It's not just the game being cute about it. I've been using the thermoregulator a lot more now after watching your videos. Seem to get the job done for certain things at a lot less upfront cost. Yeah, like, if you're just cooling a gas by a few degrees, like, yes, it's not as power efficient, but you'll often have enough power. There are lots of power sources in the game. It's... You could definitely think about it. Abe, you need to be in the friggin' mask dock. No, you need to be in the... You need to be in the triage cot. I'm gonna have to tell you to come back up here, aren't I? Oh, is this literally unreachable? Oh, it's literally unreachable. Okay, okay, I get it. Alright, you need to build these ladders. It's because we dug out some tiles here, I believe.
Seek fluid intake.
Seek fluid intake. Okay, okay. Hold on. I don't really want any of these dupes, so print. Abe is gonna keep suffocating. Not Abe. Yeah, Abe, you have to go... Oh, goodness. Abe, you have to go up here, and I'm gonna let you suffocate while I go and, grab a drink. I'll be right back. I have got stuff. Ugh. Okay, we got some Fanta. Right, Abe, I know you're suffocating, but this is your fate, sadly. Oh, there's a load of polluted oxygen up here that got trapped. Should probably get them to sweep this out then, but I'm very aware that the mucin is currently causing all the other stuff to hang out here. Yeah. Oh, he's bubbling! Is that actually releasing oxygen? I don't believe it is. Blub, 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 blub. Well, I'm sure someone's on the way to rescue you, right? I like how the game says that Abe weighs 1,000 grams. I don't think that's true. The dupes weigh 30 kilograms, I think. Right, do the CPR. And then Abe needs to actually go and heal up, now that they can actually reach the cot. Yeah, now you should be fine, Abe, because you have oxygen. Okay, and then the insulated door is going to go in here. And then let's priority 9 all of this. And then let's speed 3 again. And then what we'll do, we'll just set up the thermoregulator just so that you guys can see it. That will require some research. We're doing water. We do have water, right? Or is this out of water now? It is out of water. Well, where's it all been friggin' going then? Has that all been piling up over here? I think there used to be a glitch where the dupes couldn't rescue a dupe if they didn't have enough strength. That's really funny. Abe should find a good attorney for workplace injury. Yeah, he's suffocated twice in the space of like 5 minutes. That's no good. All the water's come down here. So I think this is another case of moving the liquid pump. So I think I'm going to stick it here just because there's a convenient outlet for the pipe. Because I could just send it up here and then branch it over. And then we can plug this in. And that should be fine. Looks like they are overloading the wire during recreation. Yeah, we'll definitely have to plug the arcade cabinet into this wire instead. That's fine. And then that one can go here. Lamp can go here. Automation wire could go there. Oh, right, hold on. That definitely needs to go there. And then power wire. Is that a glitch or hidden feature? Well, all dupes should be able to carry 30 kilograms, right? They only get -3 strength. I guess if they had zombie spores, would they get enough negative strength to not be able to carry it? That's a thing, right? Yeah, looks like they're cracking on. This door's pretty slow to open, but that's not a huge concern. Do we need this much mealwood? Probably not. I just want to get the seeds propagating. Unlike most of the time we're doing mealwoods, we actually have some proper farmers, so we should get plenty of seeds quickly once the plants actually grow. And then, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll put a ladder here. We'll dig this out. And then we'll come over here and we'll probably just dig all of that out as well. Which means we're going to need a couple of ladders about the place. Probably like that. And then I think we should be able to reach all those tiles. Yeah, we can reach the other one from here. That's fine. There's a lot of poke shell molts. That's okay. We will need, let's see, conveyor loaders as well. Pretty straightforward. That one can go up here. So we're just going to dump this at the sushi machine, I guess. I'm not overly happy with how wiggly-windy this is, but I don't really care that much either. Okay, that's ridiculous. Hold on. Right, chute goes here. And then that auto sweeper can feed this. So we know that we want to make sushi rolls. We want to make them forever if we can. Because we don't want to use the Liceloaf or the Nori for anything else. And we need to actually make the Liceloaf, and we'll do that with the mucin. But that does mean that we'll need... we're just doing it for sushi, because I just want to do that quest. And I will get to make the Liceloafs. Yeah, I don't really care about the Paku treats. Maybe we'll care about them someday, but not presently. Right, Hassan can have swimming too. Catalina can have swimming. Ruby can have digging. Cool. Yeah, this gives you plenty to work on. Running a bit low on slow goes in here. That's because the drop-off is still flooded. Well, you're going to need to do those mesh tiles then, aren't you? How's long commute's doing? I think it's doing okay. Right, this was for the arcade cabinets. We probably don't really need, but I just wanted to put in anyways. I'll put that there. And then that can just go here, I guess. We'll see how that looks. I will also get you to dig out this back wall, because it's irritating me. And I'll get you to dig all this out for good measure as well. But that obviously does not need to be a high priority. Right, I'm still gonna get you to just do this first. Dirt, we know we're getting dirt from the slow goes. So the dirt is getting dropped off over here. We have, how much dirt do we have? 34 tons from the slow goes. Okay. I'll put some conveyor receptacles down here as well. I guess I'll just do it like this. That one's going in the corner because it's going to irritate me otherwise. Do I actually want to put... do I actually want to put a load of dirt in these? Do I want to put another conveyor rail down here? That's, I think, the real question. This area here is actually cold enough already. Once we let the rest of the gas through, it should be fine. It is mostly insulated now. Bet you didn't think today's stream was going to be all about Mealwoods. Yeah, this whole asteroid is hot, apart from these little briny pockets. There is a lot of brine in here as well. Holy fish tank, I can't see the water. Yeah, this one. Yeah, they're happy though, look. See? There's a large ratio of smiley faces in here. Wait, what? There should be any happy critters in here. Oh! The happy ones are the tiny babies. Every smiley face is a tiny baby. Well, I'm seeing them do stuff down here, so I can't really complain. We will need a power wire. That is true. So that one can just come here. Happy to let you use gold for that. Then let's use the copper for that because we're actively cooling that. Not that I think that's going to be super relevant, but we'll see. Then the temperature in here should start to decrease once we let more gas in. There's plenty of hydrogen gas, so we obviously aren't going to be breathing the hydrogen gas. So that will just collect up here and do things. And this material is all cold enough as well that that should help. I will probably insulate this as well. And then I'll put a tile here, and then we'll put a door here, and we'll probably not immediately seal it off. Yeah, that should start to rapidly decrease the temperature. The gas over here isn't super hot either. I guess there's a fair bit of residual heat from just building all of these friggin' things. Did we dig up the Mealwoods? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's dig up some more Mealwoods. Oh. You are doing it. Okay, that's good. There you go. There is actually some algae in here. I don't think I really care about that, though. There's a couple more in here, so let's go ahead and have a look at these. Not very many buried objects. There's one here. It's fine. He's scolding. Oh, poor Abe. Abe, you don't need to repair this. I'm sorry, Abe. We've been wasting your time. That overflow zoo requires a crab-based cleanup method. I think either a crab or a squid. We could put a crab in there. I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe once we've filled in the gap at the bottom, we've actually set up all the automation. Because we have auto sweepers. Actually, we do have all the auto sweepers in here. I think once we seal this in, then I'll release the crabs. But I'm just bearing in mind that any crabs we put in there aren't actually going to reproduce. We don't currently have any tame crabs. We're not breeding crabs. You're still getting through the water for the surfboard. Yeah. Okay, and then this could be edibles only, I believe. I think I'm just going to set this all... I'm going to set this all to priority 9, because I know that we need you to build the wire. We need you to do that before the mechatronics. I may need them to actually just spread the brine around. Priority 9 those constructions too. We could probably just put a brine ice temperature plate in there. That's probably the easiest thing to do. I think we'll take a Quinn. Quinn seems fine. Let's get you tidying. And then priorities, Quinn, tidying, and then a few of the others. And then we'll put you on the other schedule. There you go. 2 more duplicants left. And then I think we'll be done. What we got? How goes it? The petal diagonal, that's good. Okay, good. We have a sunbug egg. Apparently entirely by accident. That's fun. We made 14 tons of iron now, although that's... I'm sure some of that's from the volcano as well, so... Pick that with a pinch of salt. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave that one. That's fine. Okay, copy and paste this setting over as well. Yeah, build these ladders. Then we can get in here and start digging all this out. It's a 1%, yeah. It does eventually happen. Just through sheer dumb luck. We've ended up with a guild go through sheer dumb luck. We will definitely do something with the guild goes. Just to demonstrate that we can. But that might come later, because we don't really have any strong need for it, and I want to get the marine drills set up first. So I guess what I'll do is I'll put the door here, in the middle. Although if I'm doing that, then I'll need to put another ladder here. Guild goes are so nice. Yeah, and then what I could do is, because they're in planter boxes, I can just put an ice temperature plate in here. Now, do we have ice for temperature plates? No. Is there any ice? Probably not. So I think what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to get this cold brine, and I'm going to have to dump it in here. So that could be a case of... remove this one. And... what I'll do is I'll get them to build a pitcher pump. I'll dig out all of these bits as well. And then I will lock one of the dupes in here so they're forced to use this. Abe's really not having a good time, is he? Abe, you have a bed. You should just be in bed. Guild Goes are so nice. I made them their ranch with an integrated mucin boiler since they like the heat. I'm so proud of it. Yeah, if you don't need the mucin, Guild Goes come out the egg at like 88 degrees C, and mucin boils at 90 C. So it's very, very easy to tip it over, especially if you're getting your sulfur from a hot sulfur geyser. That works really well. Then the only issue is, instead of mucin, you're dealing with polluted water unless you get it above 120, which you can do. Yeah, if you don't need the mucin, it's fine. Guild Goes definitely have a niche, because sometimes you just need gold. You don't have a gold volcano, you just need the refined metal for machines. And they're not a good food source from sulfur, because they consume so much of it, but... getting the renewable obsidian is potentially nice as well. You could feed that to stone hatches for coal, so that's something you could do. It is also just renewable building material, and it's renewable high conductivity, high melting point building material at that. Like, you do eventually use obsidian in things like volcano tamers, so if you don't have a load of boulders on the map, it's not the worst thing in the world. Right, I know what I'm doing. Oh, the hydrogen is friggin' leaking up here because I didn't do this friggin' tile. Well, now I feel silly. We'll just pull the brine in. This is a better solution anyways. Yeah, good job, dupes. You did the tasks in the wrong order as usual. That's entirely my fault, by the way. I could have just given them the right priorities. Time to make an ice melt maker. Yeah, maybe. That's one way of doing it. Who's actually coming to do this? Catalina, okay. I'm pretty sure Abe has just been caught in the suffocation loop the entire time. Yeah, Abe is not in a good state. He just can't get through here. Right, Abe, I am telling you to go to the cot. Having heaps of obsidian was a pleasant thing, yeah. Because sulfur geysers give you a lot of sulfur. A geotuned sulfur geyser is giving you 3 kilograms per second. Guild Goes will turn it to 1.5 kilograms per second of obsidian. That's 900 kilograms per cycle. That's a lot of building material. No. Yes. Good job, Abe. I actually have to get you to pause here, right? Yeah. And then I'll get you to go. And then you can actually rest. Like you're supposed to. There's no way you still haven't done this. Stupid schedules. Yeah, well the hydrogen has just gone up here now. Right, so if we're gonna actually let the stuff in here. The hydrogen doesn't really matter at all at this point, if I'm being honest. That was cope. I mean, it's better than nothing, but well, actually, there's still a fair bit in here. There's at least enough that we're gonna be able to get the pressure in here correct. Yeah. Even the natural gas submerged thingies give a considerable amount of sulfur. Yeah. Large amounts of sulfur are way easier to come by renewably than large amounts of salt. Unless you've got a load of polluted brine vents. And then you've got some left over for the tubuliers. Right, more insulated doors then. Come on. They should add a dupe skill line that lets them unionize and sue the player for what happened to Abe. Abe is doing silly things all of his own accord, if I'm being honest. A is scolding. Oh, the gold is now a liquid. That's good. Yes. I like to see it. Okay, you dug all the polluted mud. So we should be feeding the Orehulls again. That's good. That is actually happening. Okay. We'll check long commutes again. There's a lot of time for going for eating. But I think it's just them coming back from their errands. Exosuit training for Gosman. We don't actually have Atmos suits. Abe is getting swimming for obvious reasons. Toilet is not out of order. You're lying. Right, that door's been done. We've got more Mealwoods now. So now we just need you to come and finish off these elements. Yep, and then I'll set the settings on this in a minute. I do want to dig this out so that more hydrogen goes over here. Although that being said, the gas pressure over here is pretty similar now, so I can probably just seal this up now. We're going to be bringing in hot dirt, so this is going to require active cooling eventually, but just to get the plants growing, this should be fine. And then brine, that will be priority 1. So I don't want them to do it until I've locked them in here. Let's get the thermoregulator as well in HVAC. Be fine. Oh, you got some igneous rock from over here? Did you? Oh yeah, there is igneous rock over here. That's good. That's fine. We've definitely got some liquid shenanigans over here, but that's okay. Hello, Warrior Tech FTW on YouTube. Is there enough CO2 for the Mealwoods to register the correct atmosphere? There is a decent amount. The issue is, it's coming up in the second layer here. I think the dupes will add more oxygen over time as they, or add more carbon dioxide over time as they let the water in. Also, if we have a layer of brine on the bottom, that's going to push all the carbon dioxide up. We'll see. How's this actually going? What's happening now? Construction supply, farming supply. So I'll just drag all the materials over here, that's fine. All these other errands are priority 5. We need to dump the meal lice in the room with the micro musher. That shouldn't actually go here, that should go up here. Okay. Well, I don't like that. We have too many bridges on here. So let's see. That one can go there. That one can go there. And then that one could be a chute that will go here. And then, do I want you manually delivering the Liceloaf? Or do I want to put another random bit in here? We may as well put another random bit in here. Why not? I'm grossly abusing the amount of metal we have, but it's for the greater good. So that one can go here. And the Liceloaf can come down here. It's just because the dupes are not really being that productive. I'm just being silly on purpose now, I think. In fact, actually, we don't even need that chute there, but I don't even really care. Right, let's print. Nope, let's print. Level 9 builder. I know you've got the aversion to husbandry, but that's fine. Let's just give you building. And then priorities, you can go here, you can farm, That's good. And then we got to give people the PPE. Marie and Quinn, and then Marie and Quinn. It looks like my average base, everything goes everywhere and I don't know where anything is. Yeah, the only issue is if you do a load of conveyor rails everywhere, it uses up all your metal ore. But I don't think we're going to be doing this run long enough for it to matter. Right, so Stinky can get ranching. That was the whole point of this. Willow can get probably building. Yeah. There you go. Everyone has Sailor Moon uniforms and they get printed for approximately 5 seconds before they put the swimwear on. Yes. That is what's happening. Right, you're actually building that. That's good. This doesn't actually matter, so you don't have to build that. What are you doing? Right. Okay, here's what we're doing, Marie. You're coming in here. I am restricting access. And then you are pouring brine in here. Enable auto bottle. So that should be your current errand now. Oh, you're a noodle arms. Oh god. This is not the best plan. Oh, you could do it. I believe in you. There you go. Right, now I'm going to let you out. And then I'm going to turn this off. That, I believe, has actually done the trick. Good. And then this whole area is cold, so maybe I'm just going to leave this alone for now. We'll put it in later if we need to, but these should start growing properly now. Looks like the situation is indeed gas pressure. Well, I can get you to build... If I just get you to build granite tiles... pushing up here... That should actually release the carbon dioxide up here a little bit. Yes, as expected, the pressure is a little bit of an issue. Mealwoods grow quickly, though. We should be fine. Metal ore is easier after the last 2 DLC. Now we have awesome critters. Yes, there are a lot of options for renewable metal ore now. This is all a slow case of trying to make smooth hatches more viable. I'm sure. Because why would you ever do smooth hatches if you had finite metal ore? You can get infinite refined metal from volcanoes. You would never want to consume a finite resource for an infinite resource. And then, even then, they have the worst efficiency than the metal refinery, so why would you bother? Wait. Mealwoods don't grow in hydrogen, do they? Do they? No. Hold on. Yeah, they don't grow in hydrogen. So we actually need to push the CO2 up for this to work. Oh. RIP! Well, I mean... we could let the hydrogen out. The important thing was that we got the hydrogen over to help cool things down and get conductive, which has worked. But yeah, now we actually need them to build these tiles. So let's priority 9, build a load of tiles and push the CO2 up. That's probably the next thing to do. Is this brine already heated up? Brine has already heated up. You're scolding, trying to grab the oil. I'm not still actually filling this with oil, am I? I am. Let's stop. This is probably full of enough oil now. And then I'm going to seal this off again, and I'm going to get you guys to dump more brine in here. Because I want to transfer the temperature over from the brine. And we could put a fair amount in here. And that should help properly cool things down. Okay, there you go. I had to use wood generators for CO2 because Boops didn't make any. Yeah. I'm sure you've all been cringing for like the last 5 minutes about me filling up room for Mealwoods with hydrogen. So, yeah, that's fun. Are we just letting it all out down here now? Is that what's happening? I think we will do the wood generator. Let's just stick it here. And then just plug it into a lamp or something. Actually, this doesn't need to be conductive wire. And then let's just make this the regular wood, because there is plenty of regular wood. So furniture, lamp. And then that would mean what I should actually do is I should move this up one other level, so we've got the CO2 in the bottom, at least. Although, actually, I think we should have this in the top now, shouldn't we? So, but if I do it in the top, then they can't actually get in here. So I think this is probably a case where I'm just going to remove the brine once it's actually cold enough for them. Which it should be at some point. I'm beginning to think I should have done this today. I have been feeling weird all day. But I've got YouTube plans for the rest of the week, so I don't really want to stream any other day this week. Hello, Connect Tien. Hope you're doing well. What are you up to? How are you? I feel like we're right on the cusp of actually doing this, but everyone's being really annoying now, and I hate them. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And then I guess we're just gonna let all the hydrogen out the top. So that's gonna be an airflow tile. And we can put the thermoregulator in here. We'll do that in a bit. Probably just gonna go here. And then insulated gas pipe. Do we have insulated gas pipe? No. Okay, let's get that. Let's hook up the thermoregulator. We can fill the thermoregulator with hydrogen. Or we could probably just pump it out of this area, actually. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. So that could go in here. And then we could put the stuff in. Yeah, okay. Right. Don't worry about that. We will want the radiant gas pipe probably to come down here. In fact, we have a lot of metal ore, so this is fine. This can all be radiant gas. And then this can go... Well, that could be insulated. Everything in this room could be radiant, that's fine. Please tell me you're not dumping the hot brine in here. That research should be pretty quick, so we'll just let them go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, you can build all this pipe, because we will eventually want that. I was kind of hoping we'd start growing these a bit sooner, but that's okay. I mean, you're out of seeds. Yeah, that makes sense. We're getting the air out of this pocket, that's fair enough. There's actually some oxygen here. I should probably let them just grab this somehow. That's probably fine. I think we still have water for that. How's this going? Is this filling up with fish? Oh, 9 out of 12. Not at the moment, but 9 out of 12 is fine. Also, the good thing about this setup is they're pooping the slime. And the slime is hanging out on the floor. And it's not off-gassing because it's underwater. So this is actually a pretty convenient solution for slime. Which is good, because I don't think people like ranching puppets. Right, let's go ahead and get swimming skills for everyone. Right, this needs to run on wood. I wish I could tell this not to run on gum wood. That being said, I'm pretty sure we've used all the gum wood now, so that's good. I'm also just going to tell you to murder this poke shell. Because I don't want to fuss around with that. And then I'm going to get you to start tiling these bits up as well. Get him out of here. Right, there we go. That's going to be some carbon dioxide for you. Precious, precious carbon dioxide. And then that should push all the hydrogen out here. Now, the carbon dioxide coming out of this is going to be 110 degrees C. Well, that's just great. I guess beggars can't be choosers. What I'm hoping will happen is we'll just get a nice thick layer of CO2 here. Once we've stopped with the brine, I might get them to keep doing the brine actually. So I'll tell you to do another lot of brine. In fact, what I could do is I could get you to dump it in here. And then I can... Yeah, we'll just let you do that. And then let you back out, that's fine. Should help keep things nice and cool. We got the shellfish. We got all the new dupes down here. We need the dupes with the actual breath meters. Research is nearly done. That's what we're waiting on at the moment. Yeah, keep making sure that the gas can't actually build up at this level. And then it should start creeping over. Yeah, now it's starting to creep over. That's good. What we got? Let's see. One last dupe. Not yet. I'll print a Megaphron spore. Skills? Maya can have Dive Master. That's fine. Built this. This is for Liceloaf. So that can go in there. Oh, we'll need a power wire for these things. That's fine. I can go there. Okay, these are growing now. Good, good. Liam is delivering some more wood. That's fine. Put some more tiles here. That will help. There really isn't a lot of oxygen down here for you guys. Well, this should help with that, right? There you go. Breathe the oxygen. Keep dumping the brine in here for now. Yeah, so that's dumping the brine has had the best effect on the temperature here. That's good. And now a load of oxygen is getting in here because we've released it here. Okay. This looks like it's about to work out. How much pressure, how high temp do I want to unclog Ceres? Oh, Christ. Oh, the friggin' things. I made a YouTube video on this. Have a look at my YouTube channel. I did a video all about the geothermal heat pump and how to get it working. So have a look at that. That video is mostly about getting steam power from the geothermal heat pump. But yeah, I've honestly not even thought about that for a while, so you're better off watching the video. Alright, are we good? I think we're good now. This seems like a reasonable base layer. The other thing is, we will need people to come in here and tend to these. Oh, that's why I'm putting all the mechatronics in, isn't it? So I don't have to have someone come in here and tend to these. So let's actually... Okay, let's actually do this. So... I'll put a loader in here. They'll load it manually, and then we'll just deliver all of the dirt. Via that. Okay. There you go. All I remember is I think it needs to be hot enough to melt lead. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's for the one with the giant mammoth turd in it. Right, we have the insulated gas pipe as well. So... this could be made out of igneous rock. And then that can come down here. That can go up here. And then the bypass of these is pretty easy. And then what we can do is I can actually... You know what? I'm going to do it like... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to do it like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the radiant pipe here. And then I'm going to have the insulated pipe go here. And then that should allow it to come through from the pump pretty easily without overfilling the loop. Oh, I need a sensor. That's right. That's very important. I need a sensor. So that can go there. And then the pipe needs to go... Can you tell I'm not really with it today? And then that can go in here. And then that can go in here. Okay. Yeah, build all that, please. That's probably enough CO2 now, so I'm gonna... let's see. Just disable this, I think. I think any more CO2 we get is just gonna fall down here now. But no matter what, we should have a nice thick base layer in here, so it should be good. And then I will seal this up properly again. And there's even a little bit of oxygen here, so maybe you guys can actually breathe a little bit of this for now. Wiki says 12 tons of liquid, that's at least 180 degrees C. Yeah, because then it goes through the thing and it reaches about 330 degrees C, which is hot enough to melt lead. Oh, we got some friggin' oxygen in the pipe. Does that matter? Maybe it does matter. Right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna put a gas element sensor here and a vent here. That's probably a little bit overkill, but that's fine. We want to fill this up with full packets. This is allow manual use. Cultivatable soil dirt. Because, I mean, a lot of dirt's in the volcano, but I'm not sure I want to grab all of that specifically from the volcano. Right, remove this as well. I'll also get you to do that, and then we can remove these two wires. And the good news is, while we're doing this, enough mealwood should grow that we can get this all working properly. Can't beat the spaghetti alligators. Not the alligators. No. Certainly not. Yeah, we are spaghetti maxing now because I'm sensing that we're getting close to doing everything we wanted to do. You're like 75% done with your all achievement run. Feels good. Feels good, man. Nice. Good luck with Mind the Gap. That's all I have to say to people doing that. Right, so anything that's not hydrogen should get vented. So that can actually go there. And then set this to hydrogen. The Mine the Gap achievement. You know, the one where we've got to mine 100 tons of material from space? Or do you already have that? Right, dirt is coming in. That's good. So we shouldn't need to manually feed these guys anymore. As we all know, Mealwoods eat a lot of dirt. Oh, not Carmike. It's 10 kilograms per cycle. That's not a huge amount. Oh, we're not playing spaced out? Oh, fair enough. That's going to make things easier then. Yeah, there you go. I don't think we need to worry too much about more carbon dioxide from here now. You can stop dumping brine in here, I think. It's another task I don't really need you to do at the moment. And then we shouldn't really need anyone to come back in here for a little while. One would hope. I will now get you to priority 8 this conveyor rail monstrosity. And then you could do the other stuff afterwards. How's the surfboards looking? They're not really doing that much surfing, so that's fine. You're gonna miss out on GMO AOK as well then. Yeah. Fair enough. We're going to make that out of igneous rock. There is actually igneous rock in here, so I'm just going to tell you to dig this. That probably would have saved some effort a while ago. There you go. Always build stuff out of local materials if you can. Yeah, now you're actually going to start building it. Good. See, they love building pipes. And then we want you to activate this if it's above, I don't know, 24 degrees C. That feels reasonable to me. So now we have... Oh, right. There you go. That will start going around. Hydrogen has the highest heat capacity, and it's pretty conductive, so that's what we want in this loop. Thermoregulators are not very power efficient anyways, so we want to make sure we're using full packets of the most high heat capacity gas. But we should have enough hydrogen up here to gradually fill everything up. One would hope. I may actually need to tile this back down so that we can actually get the hydrogen out of these holes. That's gross. We might not end up with a full pipe of hydrogen. Oh, there's a lot more down here. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, look. I do not want to bother with this sand. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the laziest possible route to ensure that we get nothing but hydrogen out of this. There you go. And then... Oh, right. Oh, God. Okay. Deconstruct those as well. Because this is going to waste so much power otherwise. That being said, this hydrogen's already pretty cold, so this probably isn't actually going to run very much. But this should definitely keep everything cool now. Doesn't really seem like we're pumping in that much hydrogen. Okay. Now, I believe that should push down the hydrogen and not destroy it, but... honestly, with this much oxygen here, it's anyone's guess. But the more the dupes come down here, the more the oxygen level will deplete anyways, so... maybe it's not a problem. Is there any good gold source on the volcano? I only have one kind, can't keep up. So, Guild goes. We have snails. We have snails up here. They... Oh. What? Oh, you're still flooded. Oh, here's some guild goes. We actually got some by accident. So these guys actually produce gold amalgam from their shells. But you have to keep them in a hot environment and feed them sulfur. And they're part of the Aquatic Planet Pack. What the heck is going on here? It's filling up with too much mucin. Is this causing pressure damage? I think the pressure... Oh, here's what's happened. The mucin built up and caused pressure damage here. That's amusing. Well, will sweeping this up help? I hope it will. Let's see. Not really. One can dream. I could put it here. No, I can't put it there. It's on the volcano. I could put it on this tile, but I'm going to have to actually get in here. Ugh. I have, like, no water. One cool steam, one hot steam, one salt, one cool slush, one slush. You feel like it's no water? That's a lot of water. You just have to geotune the cool slush, get some salt, get more water out of the geotuning, geotune the saltwater geyser with that excess salt, and the bleach stone. That's just what you're probably going to have to do. Right, I'm going to put this here. That should be better. We do actually need to urgently solve this issue. Got that, and then the automation wire will actually need to go here, which can go there. Oh, of course, you don't have the gold. Yeah, that's true. Well, you'll need to get Gilgos or Regal Mammoths or find a marshy biome for gold amalgam then. Yeah, that's rough. Liam. You're gonna have to dig that and then this. Have fun! Oh, you're not already flooded. Shut up. Yeah, sweep that as well, please. I'm aware that having loads of slogos here is going to cause some mucin to build up there eventually, but it shouldn't ever cause flooding, right? Yeah, there you go. Now you should be doing this. Now we should get more slogos in here. Good. There you go. Right, how's this looking? Okay, we are actually getting the first meal ice. That's good. We do still need you to build the conveyor rail. That's mostly done. So let's now get this priority 9. Ugh, that'll do. Make the auto wire out of steel when it crosses the volcano. Yeah, that's reasonable. It's dormant at the moment. Let's do it. There you go. Oh, I was going to put the robo miner in here, wasn't I? This feels like an actual use case for the robo miner. Is we're going to get very small tiles of material that we just want to destroy from boiling mucin by accident. That's okay. Yeah, good bit of getting some meal ice, but we do actually need to move it. Okay, printables, what have we got? Oh, the 3 tons of fertilizer, there you go. That's a shame, because this is a very good dupe, but, yeah, 3 tons of fertilizer it is. Looks like oxygen levels are pretty normal in the base now, actually. Good. We've been producing way too much oxygen for way too long. Having this area with the bloaters being completely sealed off and using that to pump our stuff is pretty good. I like it. I wonder how much frame rate you would recover if you dealt with the snails and the fish. Yeah, maybe a little. Yeah. Oh, look, we got the cuddle pit. Entirely by accident, I'll add. That's good. Yeah, how many fish we got in here now? You're up to, oh, you're at minus 357. And you're at minus 530. What? Why such a discrepancy? Oh! Because the Orehull's space requirement is different than the other fish, so that's why the happiness is differing so much. You're at minus 1. Wait, what? Oh, because you're cramped. Excuse me? Oh, you need to build the friggin' automation wire here. Sorry. That is relevant. Oh yeah, the beacons have emptied because we didn't build the automation in. So we have a load of beacons in here that aren't actually doing anything. That needs to be yellow alert then, right? Rip. We have a lot of mechatronics going on here now. What I could do is I could filter out just the dirt and stick it in this one. And then we could send that dirt down to the guys. I'm still not sure I really want to do that. I don't think these plants consume enough dirt that that's going to be relevant. What is the hydrogen situation then? Doesn't look great. There's a fair bit in here. Should I actually just let this gas out up here now? Maybe. And then seal this. Probably reasonable. Are you scolding? What? Hello? Don't worry about it. Right, so the beacon automation wire is working again now, so you should actually be picking up beacons now. Right? Yes. Good. Okay. I didn't really think this would take this long. Skills. Let's keep skilling people up. Digging, yes. Dive master, yes. Get everyone the swimming skills. I keep forgetting about that. It's a lot of construction supply, ranch harvest. That's okay. I think the Orehulls have been really good. We've ended up with a very large amount of iron production. This was a lot easier than I thought it would actually be. I don't know why I thought this would be hard. Much more straightforward than the Jorbos. Although I'm sure Jorbos are more straightforward than they were now. And when we do our Sandbox Showcase videos, we'll fit as much happiness tech into the ranches as possible now. Because that is relevant to breeding excess guys. They drop raw shellfish. 6,000 calories. Interesting. Well, they are shellfish, that's true. Right, we got meal ice, we got raw shellfish. Okay. So, you should be able to make Liceloaf now, right? And we can actually start using all the mucin. Oh, right. Okay, it's no longer a red alert. So, get rid of this. We'll put a bottle filler here. Cooked seafood is probably the way to go for Jorbos now, I suspect. Yeah, because of the calorie efficiency. That's true. Unless you're having them just clean up in R5. Oh, hold on. Let's actually just put it here. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Floaters are being managed. Beacons are coming back. That's good. Good. Oh, that's why the oxygen level was dropping, because all of our beacons died. Or not all of our beacons died. All of our beacons weren't picked up from this room. Yeah, having all of the Slogos here producing all of the mucin seems pretty good. So, I guess the Slogos produce mucin even if they're not happy. So perhaps that's the real thing you need to do with the Slogos. If you don't have a lot of salt production, have 1 or 2 breeders, have them really happy so they produce a load of excess Slogos, and then don't feed them and then extract the mucin from them. You've dashed the salt mines and a chlorine vent, well there you go, there's your salt. But yeah, you're going to need a bottle filler. That's going to go here. And then you can start doing all these other tasks again. We need more hydrogen. Oh, pay! You're in the wrong place. So we're going to have to dig this up. We're going to have to build a ladder here. Although that's probably going to have to be made out of granite. At least you've got oxygen. Is there a calculator where I can math up if I have enough to boost up for times events? I believe Quantum Zari has a calculator you might be interested in. Indeedy doody. Okay, there you go. That should allow us to release that. Good. There's more Mealwoods over here as well, but I don't think that's really relevant now. We have enough seeds now. Good. I guess I should let this hydrogen out here as well. Build an airflow tile there. Yeah, then that will naturally rise in here. That should be fine. Okay, so that should mean once we built this... Let's speed through it again. Once we built this, that should mean that we have mucin for Liceloaf production, and we should not run out of this. So that's good. That's the problem with Liceloaf, is that it consumes a lot of water, but if we have a load of liquid that we want to consume anyways... Well, that's pretty good then, isn't it? So you need filling with more mucin, but there should be plenty now. Produces low quality food. I like how tofu is in here and it says low quality food. You've updated the geyser calculator for Aquatic Planet Pack? Nice! Thank you. Slogos are returning. How are the beacons doing? Yeah, beacons are returning. That's good. Okay, good. Ada is suffocating. Ada, you're fine. You've fallen for the classic blunder. Still no more sequines in here. Did we actually set up this automation correctly? Oh. We didn't set up any automation for the sequines. Have I've just been dumping the eggs in here and not actually managing that at all. Right. Well, we'll need one of those then. That is just going to go there. And then that is going to go... Critter sensor, where are you? I'm glad I remembered to do this. Behold! Spaghetti! How many knots of spaghetti can we tie before things go wrong? I feel like I should also actually have have these set up to all and gates each. Otherwise, we're going to keep picking up critters. That hasn't actually happened yet. Ugh. They made a lot of work for me with the ranching happiness changes. Yeah. Oh, there's the Orehull flopping around. I mean, this should be fairly easy to do, right? I could just do a load of flyers coming in here. Well, that one should be fairly easy at least, so do that. And then that one can go like that. No. That one can go like that. And then... yeah, you spaghetti enthusiasts are in for a real treat today. Then that one can go like this. Yeah, that'll do. Is it worth it to make phosphorus spoiler for one volcano? Yes. I mean, well... the thing is... you could probably... what I have found... when I have just boiled phosphorus randomly on the map to try geotuned volcanoes, that works for a while, but you do eventually run out. So you will want to set up a continuous boiler at some point. But you just don't need it to run a lot of mass, and you probably don't need it to run all the time. You could make one, like, off of my YouTube video, the recent one, and you could run that for, like, 50 cycles, and then that would give you all the phosphorus you need. You have 8 volcanoes? Well, you should definitely do it then. Magma ones. Well, magma volcanoes don't use phosphorus. Magma volcanoes use abyssalite. That's what you should be using your abyssalite on for geotuning, if you can. But, yeah. Right, can we... I do want to priority 9 that, but only as long as we're still doing the other stuff. Oh, look! Sushi Rolls! Okay, we're actually making Sushi Rolls now. Good. This needs to go to this dupe. So, enable delivery, yellow alert, let's see. Dig that out. Ladder up here. And then probably like that. And then I'm gonna make it so people don't eat sushi rolls. Because this is the last thing that we actually want. That is also a George special, but I don't think we're gonna get George this time. George is good, but I think we have enough stuff to focus on, and we're probably not sticking with this run for ages. So let's go ahead and do this. Unknown duplicant. I want to see what the story payoff is for this. I'm very curious. Oh, I probably don't need you to urgently dig out the back walls. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And then you got one tile left. We got the research on what? The marine drill. That was oh, the robo miner. Yeah. Robo miner. So that I want to put that. Do these get flooded? No, they can't get flooded. Okay, I'm gonna make you out of steel. Because we haven't built anything out of steel yet. I'm just going to put you here. Because mostly it's the tiles by the volcano that are... Wait! I've realized a flaw with this plan. It's going to dig out everything in this area. Which includes a lot of things that we don't want digging. In particular... Can you imagine if we did that? Right. So this is not going here. This is going probably up here. Yeah. I'll put it there. And then I'll put some tiles here. Oh my god, that's funny. This does not need to be yellow alert though. There you go. Yeah, we have actually made some sushi roll. We need to watch the duplicant making sushi though. Ellie can have Dive Master, Liam can have Supplying. Taming critters, you don't need to feed them because the critter achievement sounds annoying. Yeah, you can tame them with the station and not feed them. This should be actually fine. These tiles here are already not relevant. And we're actually going to mine the back wall as well, right? That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, there you go. Fun. You stupid fish get zapped by a robo laser. Bzz. Then you guys actually need to come and dig this, which you will do pretty quickly. And then we need to get the sushi rolls to the dupe before they rot. Which should be fine. I wonder what this one will have to say. Oh, you don't need to do that anymore, do you? That's actually fine. Oh, why is all the friggin' polluted water coming out of here? Boo! Boo-burns. Meh. It's probably fine. Hay is on the way? No. Who is on the way? Ah, there we go. Quinn. Quinn is on the way. Good. Show me what you got. Liceloaf is in progress. Hooray. You have the sushi roll. That's not... Good to know the sushi roll isn't actually going to go stale while the unknown duplicant has it. That would be very mean. Oh, Beep. That's a lot of mucin. Yeah, so if you do have an automated dropper ranch for the slow goes, whatever the dropper chamber in is actually going to be where most of the mucin is generated. So we're going to actually need to figure that out. But that's fine. I can do that this week. I'm excited that we're actually doing Sandbox Showcase again, because it has been a real while. Stop yellow alerting everything, please. So, show me sushi. I'm gonna yellow alert this now, because we should have plenty of stuff, right? All the food is rotting over here. No! We must get more consumers. We have so much food production, it's not actually funny. What we got? The last dupe. The last poop. Sure, we'll get Lyra. Lyra can have building. That's 20 dupes. Achievement earned. And then schedule Lyra can come down here. And you get the PPE. You get the last lot. Good. Those poor fish, I know. We are really abusing critters this time. It's for the greater good. Willow has the Nori. You cannot ignore the Nori. Then we can get a chef. Let's see how that goes. Oh, there we go. Look at Gossamer go. Yeah, lots of knives, lots of knives. It's plants, it's fish. That's a good one. I like it. And then the nigiri is even better than sushi, but it requires a calamari. It also requires less calamari than the fish fillet. It's interesting. But so it's 3,600 each. So we need 10 batches of sushi rolls. Okay. There. Well, this should happen pretty quickly then. God, that mucin builds up so quickly. Right, pretty close to getting in here. The Orehull is stuck. Nobody... Okay, people were idle for a little bit. That's fine. Right, this looks like it's actually properly automated now. But I think what we will do for the thumbnail today is we'll actually have the thumbnail be our friend looking for sushi. Because we need to mix up the thumbnail color schemes a little bit. Yeah, mucin stacks up to only 100 kilograms per tile. The point of mucin as a liquid lock is it stacks up 100 kilograms at a tile, but it overflows 102. And what that means in practice is you can stack it 2 tiles high, and that's it. So you can make small liquid locks with it, but not large liquid locks. And it's also not as temperature resilient as Visco Gel. Okay, well, I mean, this is happening. Shall I just let the dupes crack on with things for a little bit? I could get some research. Coffee? We could do coffee. I think we are mostly just waiting for... I think we're mostly just waiting for Sushi Rolls now. You played about 2,000 hours and you never made Visco Gel? So we actually have used Visco Gel. We've used it in the Prehistoric Planet Pack because you can get it abundantly from the space debris from the Demolior meteor. And we've used it to help control lums and mimicas together. We did a YouTube video on that. So you can have the pollinators in an automated dropper ranch with the lums being able to enter the different ranches, but the mimicas not being allowed to leave. I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest. I think it's probably my favorite Sandbox Showcase build I've done in a while. I need to cut this off. That one's not doing anything. You built the arcade cabinet. Good, good. You're getting more guys in here? Not yet. Did you actually build the automation? Oh, I need to set this to less than 12. That's what I need to do. This looks like it's all hooked up now. So that should mean start filling everything. You are full. So that's good. Okay. Osman's on the job. The sushi rolls are accumulating. They're not going to the dupe. The delivery has been subpar. We need to make sure it's not rotting on the floor, so we are probably just going to have to actually yellow alert it. I love how we got a tooltip for food safety. Yeah, I'm not following that. If you get a 21st dupe, make sure it's a bionic and name it Bitcoin Miner. Oh, that's a funny one. I like it. Yeah. Oh look, we got the space. See? Minus 60 degrees. That's nice and cold. If you need cooling on this asteroid, it's right here. There's the brine geyser. Was I going to do anything with that, actually? Maybe. Don't think there's any more geysers over here. Guess it couldn't hurt to look. See if we can find anything. There's nothing up here. We know that there's a vent here. I think we weren't planning on using this one. Yeah, because it's a volcano. I stopped being interested in this megaphron when I realized we have way more food than we're ever gonna need. Right, we've done half the sushi roll. Okay, that's good. As long as we're not getting any decaying sushi roll, we're fine. How much nori do we have? That's probably worth looking up, isn't it? Oh, we have 170 kilograms? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that then. 3 can have building, that's fine. Yeah, I wonder what log commute is on these days. Because there should not be that much construction actually going on now. Also, that's the last tile. This fish tank is now at its minimum size. Good to hear, good to hear. But what is the plan now, right? Well, I mean, the plan now is just all the fish will eventually die and all the fish fillets will get dropped off, so we don't have to keep going in here and grabbing them. That is the plan. What else would I actually want to do with this? What would be fun to do with them? At the end of the run? I don't know. Yeah, looks like we're not going to run out of mucin. This is plenty of mucin. Looks like we're dumping the mucin from the sweeping in the tanks via this drainer as well. That's good. Abe, you can have Dive Master. There you go, have fun. Maybe next time I'll give all the duplicants the swimming hats. I guess I'm just going to yellow alert it then. I mean, if we're out of meal ice, it's fair. I should probably make it so they don't eat meal ice. Please don't eat any raw foods. Funny that they still have salty sticks. I presume just randomly from the environment at this point. Yeah, keep supplying this. Where's pay? Yeah, there's the Nori. Yeah, I think honestly, we'll just see what happens with this and then we'll wrap it up. I know it's a short stream tonight, but this is the main thing I wanted to do. And then we'll get cracking with the more advanced stuff next week, but I'm going to be honest, I really just want to do a proper deep dive into these slogos. In fact, what we'll do is we'll do a deep dive into the slogos, and then we'll do the guild goes on this run once we've got the build we want. We'll put that together. Yeah, I know it's been a short stream. I've had a really... I felt really weird all day, to be honest. It's a whole 20 minutes early, I know. I'm not feeling that good. I don't normally wrap it up early. And to be fair, it might take us 20 minutes just to get this made. I hope it doesn't. I feel like it shouldn't. How many more you got left? Oh, you're almost done. Is that actually the last bit? Maybe. Let's see. Let's get a thumbnail shot in. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I know you're hungry, you silly goose. I like how the dupe delivers it via gun as well. Here you go, here's your gun's worth of sushi. And then you have one more lot, which may or may not be incoming. Ah, looks like we got the last lot right here. Okay. Cool. Ellie is on the job. Don't listen to what I say about you, Ellie. You're fine. Thumbs up from Lyra, that's good. We're actually getting the water into the surfboards now. We are, it's a mix, but that'll do. We're venting it anyways. Right, so who's delivering the last lot then? I wish I'd tell you who the errand was. Might yellow alert it again. You're coming up here for other ulterior motives. Is it Maya? Maya is sparkle streaking. That would be good. Maya is hungry though. So we'll get the thumbnail from the dupe that was doing it earlier then. That's fine. I mean, yeah, we'd go for longer if the objective was going to take longer, but we've actually done everything we wanted to with this quest now. So let's see it happen. It looks more yellow than usual. We did it! Success! We have produced 10 kilograms of sushi to share with the survivor duplicant as a gesture of goodwill. We have 1 new gasket and 2 gum palm seeds to use as needed. There we go. Da 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 da! It's Minnow! Alert! Imperative achieved. Better together. Did it. Proceed. Oh god! Any Delta Root players? Cursed. Cursed word. Oh, here we go, here we go. Huzzah! We have shown the survivor that ours is a colony worth joining. She says her name is Minnow. Her serene temperament and ability to survive long stretches without oxygen will serve us well as we face the infinite challenges of marine colony building. Proceed. Good. Good. Let me select, and then... Yeah! We got the big one! Bish, bash, bosh. Oh, so Minnow's the 21st dupe. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Let's have a look at Minnow. So Minnow, let's see. Okay, so there's some interesting traits here. So she's 2,239 cycles old. Minnow always goes with the flow unless the flow is going somewhere boring. And she has the Freediver trait, which gives them 400 extra breath. They're also a loud sleeper, building impaired, trypophobic. That's funny. So they can't do digging, and they suck at building. Okay. But they have 15 creativity. Wow. And they have the basic swimming skill. That's funny. There we go. You silly, silly bugger. There you go. Have the swimming goggles. Dude, that's like the worst dupe print luck I've ever seen. Yeah, I know, right? That's ridiculous. Can she be in 3 places at the same time when she's on your controller, or is that an NPC only power? Nah. That's very funny. Immediately grabbing the mud. That's good. Well, that is good, though. Having a dupe with a load of breath, especially if you don't have suits yet, is good. I am going to disable building on her, though, because I don't want her building anything yet, either. Oh my god. So she doesn't even get the decorating skill. She just gets the 15 attribute points. Fair enough. We're gonna have to build her a bed as well. So where's her bed gonna be? We could do that now. How about you get a comfy bed? You get a comfy bed, and then what we'll do is put that there, put that there. Deconstruct these ladders. And we do actually have that researched, right? No. Can we do the comfy bed? Let's see it, let's see it. You see one with flatulent? I mean, yeah, that's bad, but that's like normal levels of bad. Can you believe we got building impaired and trypophobic on the same dude? That's ridiculous. Let's tell everyone that they're allowed to eat sushi rolls now, though, because this is a good food source, obviously. In fact, it's a great food source. So, yeah. We'll do that in a bit. What are the next priorities for this run? I mean, a freezer would probably be a good idea, realistically. But the main things we actually want to investigate on this run are the abyss biome now. We want to look at glow squids. We want to look at the polluted brine vent, geotuning. We want to look at the pinpock eye. We could make uni out of them, but we're probably going to keep making the diamond out of them instead. Oh, look, it's a little baby. Looks cute. Yeah, we need to thoroughly explore all the abyss-related content, and then how we hook that back up to the industry of everything. And then I think that's the main thing left that we want to do. I really think they should make it so that traits Minnow, George, and Frozen Friends don't cost points, so they don't get so many negatives. Yeah, I mean, they're already pretty strong. So I guess it's just trade-offs. I don't mind. I don't mind them having negatives. But yes, it is a bit annoying they always get negatives because of their beneficial traits. Yeah, that's what you... Yeah. But I don't think... I think that's how it should... I think they should get negative traits. Otherwise, it's too much, right? She should just have set skills, have it always be a farmer rancher, so she's not useless. Well, I mean... I wouldn't say a decorator is completely useless, but it is if you already have a decorator. Is she always a decorator, no matter what? She could decorate the glow squid ranch. Yeah, we didn't actually get in here, did we? Is this an access issue? Minnow. Oh, it is an access issue. Oh, but it's just because no one's been doing this as a high priority. There's actually a tubular seed up here. That's interesting. Okay. But yeah, we'll investigate all of that stuff properly next week when I'm feeling better. Which is random. I don't mind them getting some negatives, but they shouldn't be nearly guaranteed to get the same bad negatives. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Music. Yes. Sorry, I'm wrapping it up a bit early. I guess we ended up having a pretty simple objective today. And we actually achieved that objective, which was the main objective of the run. With the story trait. But the story trait wasn't very hard, so we're going to keep going. Thank you very much for sticking around. If you are enjoying this, feel free to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube if you're not already. I will be releasing a new video on Sandbox Showcase this week. I'm really hoping to do so, and I do actually have time. That's why I don't want to commit to a load of extra streaming this week. But keep your eyes peeled for that. We will continue doing more videos. I'm aiming for one every 2 weeks, but it does depend on availability. So, yeah, that should be fun. There's a Discord where we talk a lot about Oxygen Not Included as well. If you guys play the Aquatic Planet Pack and you have anything particularly interesting to see in there, let me know, because I'm always interested to see that. Rex Dartle Ranch? That's gonna be a meme for a while. I am keen, but I'm also trying to make sure that the videos that I'm releasing are the ones where I actually know what I'm doing first. I have ideas for slogos. I have ideas for spigot seals that I know how to execute. Dartle Rexes, I never quite reached the solution I was happy with for that. So that's going to require some dedicated thought. Which means it's going to take more time, and I don't want to put off the content that I can actually make now. for content that's gonna come later. You're looking forward to finally getting to play APP? Good, good. Yeah. Funnily enough, I am gonna be mentioning Rexes in the Slogos video. Because here's a quick digression. Slogos are 800 calories of meat. So they're actually snack-sized critters like the dartles. This means that the Rexes can eat Slogos without converting the rest of the body into meat. And you actually want to do this because Rexes poop brine ice, which is 30% salt. And we did some maths, and I actually figured out that you could probably recycle about 20% of the Slogos' salt cost by feeding your excess Slogos to Rexes. And then you actually get the tough meat out of the Rexes as well, and the reed fiber, and the feather fiber. So Slogo Rex ranching also actually feels somewhat relevant. But again, the issue is, if you're feeding all of your excess Slogos to the Rexes, most of your mucin production is from the excess Slogos, as we've just found out on this today, with the mucin avalanche breaking through all the tiles. So, yeah, pros and cons. I still think they need to nerf. I still think they need to make it so that Slogos have lower throughput. They don't consume as much salt. They don't produce as much material, because you can barely sustain a ranch unless you have the polluted brine-fed geotune. But anyways, we've talked enough about Slogos. For now, we will talk more about them later on in the week. Let's go raid someone. I think what I will do is I will mention it in the Slogo video, and then when we're actually looking at the ranches for the Rexes, I will showcase a variant that feeds them Slogos instead of Dartles in the Rex video. I think that probably makes the most sense. Oh, come on. Show me the normal Twitch window. But I don't think a lot of people have thought about that. Or at least, that's the impression I got. I'm gonna go raid Fapplejacks. Let's see what they're up to. We are definitely raiding and running. But... is that right? Yeah, there we go. Let's see what Fapplejacks is up to. Willow's shared map. Ooglebiscus first. Okay. You know what? Let's check out what's going on. Cycle 103. Have fun, everyone, and I'll see you next week, and I'll see you on YouTube before then, hopefully. Bye for now.